Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Metcalfe Training. We're out here on lane 8. We've got some 825s to go. It's our first proper session back of this training cycle, and already I'm sporting an injury. I'm not going to show it because it's a bit graphic, but I've cut my foot open on the wall, and there's half of it flying around in the pool somewhere, which is quite disgusting. But let's get to the action. Here we go. So here we are then, the first of the 825s. I was going to go 4 freestyle, 2 breaststroke and 2 with fins. Here I'm just trying to figure out my foot placement on a block because of the massive gash in the side of my foot. But here we are, I figured it out and we're about to get to the first one. So trying to get a clean dive. That wasn't the best dive in the world and that's not the best breakout either, but it's early days, it's okay. I'm just trying to keep my core tight here, keep the rate at a good level and spot the finish. We're into the second one here, and a big focus for this set for me was to just think about things that I wanted to do better at the weekend that I maybe didn't execute as well as possible. I said the processes of the swims that I had were good, but there's quite a bit missing physically. And I can't really do anything about my physicality immediately, but I can sort of be conscious of what I want to be better. So as these 25s wound on, I was really thinking about just tensing my core, keeping everything held together towards the end of the reps, because they did get progressively harder and harder, and it did start to feel like the last 15 of the 50 felt at the weekend, which was very interesting to me. And I was just really trying to push through so that hopefully going forward throughout the rest of this cycle, the last 15 of my 50 freestyle and obviously 50 breaststroke, but we're specifically doing freestyle here, can improve. That was a better breakout there. My breakouts did improve and my dive entries did get cleaner, which was good. My time stayed relatively consistent around the sort of 10.7 mark, which again, it's not disastrous. After 2 months off, lost a lot of strength, and I actually tried to lose a bit of weight just to experiment with it. Really not bad. So 425s there, around 10.7. Really can't complain for a first line in the sand in the first proper quality race pace session of this cycle. I believe we are on to breaststroke now. Yes, we are. Now, for some reason, whatever it is, my breaststroke is just not in a good window, as was evident by the PB plus 3 swim that I did at the weekend. But there we go, we hit the finish there. Maybe just not as dynamic as I could be with the stroke, but we're going to get it together, or at least we're going to try to. Nice clean entry there. Good pull out. Making the most of that one dolphin kick, getting about 15 meters there. Trying to get the rate up, get the hands recovering through nicely and keep the out sweep wide. Hit the wall there, and now we're into the 25s with fins. And as you'll see here, this really doesn't look as dynamic as I would expect it to when I'm normally swimming fast with fins. It still looks okay, but you can tell I've been out of the water. That is, not even to the trained eye, to the untrained eye even, it is evident that I have been off for quite a long time, and I haven't super compensated. I've just completely detrained by this point, but that's okay. That is absolutely fine at this point. So here I am, diving into the swim down, and to be honest, a very good set. As I keep saying, a very good line in the sand, a very good starting point. Happy with how it went, and it's something to build on for the next 2 months, internationals, and I couldn't be more excited for the rest of this cycle. And on a separate note, I couldn't be more proud to have all 260 of you subscribers along for the ride. I remember when we had 0 subscribers, when we had 50 and so on, and in a relatively short period, yeah, we're up to 260, and hopefully that's something we can build on as well. So yeah, watch this space. This is actually a video from warm-up, and this is where I injured my foot. If you could tell at the start, my push-off was very weak, and that was me slipping off the wall. So after the injury sustained in the pool, we have to go to the gym in our slippers now, so this should be fun. Right, so obviously at the end of halfway through the last cycle I got injured. So I didn't lift any weights towards the end of that last cycle, and I haven't lifted any weights in about 2 months, and that's really showing because In the last cycle I did 130 kg for my 1 rep max, and I can barely get 100 up for 3. So this is going to be quite tragic, and I'm taking a gamble not having a spotter and having Ben behind the camera as opposed to behind the bench, because I might drop this on my neck and die.
Nah, you'll be fine.
So here we go.
Nice. Come on. Nice.
Easy. Here's Mr. Hobbs making his long anticipated return to the vlog. He's got 80 kg on the bar.
Yeah, we haven't done this in a while, so let's see.
So it's fantastic to see Mr. Hobbs returning to the vlog. Now, from here on out, we have to refer to Mr. Ben Hobbs as Chad Hobbs for reasons that may be discussed at a later date. He is the county bronze medalist in the 50 fly, and here he is bench pressing. He's taking some time off swimming at the moment to focus on other areas of his personal development. However, this must be highly commended, and as you can see here, he's really taking his 80 kg bench press by the horns.
3 at 80 was quite ambitious.
That was so. Whew. I'm glad I got that.
What's the 1 rep max?
85.
That was ambitious.
And here's our boy and good friend of the channel, Richard Farthing, making a nice attempt at 105 kg here. This should absolutely fly up, but it's great to see Richard Farthing making another cameo on Metcalf training.
That was easy. Richie, what's your 1 rep max?
125, that's 79 kilo body weight.
Yes, sir.
So again, this is me now attempting 105 kg for 3 reps. And as I've mentioned in the gym and on the recordings, I'm not as strong as I was when I last bench pressed. I'm quite far off it, but that's just the field I'm playing on. I've got to deal with the cards that I'm dealt. 105 kg was feeling pretty damn heavy here, as you'll see, but we get through it nicely. Try and hold the form, try and hold the pressure, and try and get that weight moving as quick as possible. It's moved all right on the first rep there and the second rep, but the third one is a little bit of a struggle, and a lot more of a struggle than 105 kg should be for me. But there we are, we made the lift.
Right, so we're going to go for 110 for 3 now, and ordinarily that should be an easy lift, bang, 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 warm up set, but unfortunately that's our top set today, so Ben's going to have to jump in as a spotter, and we're going to have to put the camera by the rope. Let's have a crack.
Nope.
So I haven't at all cut this down so you can all see the levels to which I was going to get myself in the right frame of mind to make what should be a basic and routine lift for me. 110 kg for 3 reps, but this is by no means easy, as you're going to see. I wait ages to lift it off because there's always that little bit of doubt creeping into my mind, but I'm thinking, Chad Hobbs is there, it's all going to be okay. First rep goes up okay, but you can tell that was difficult. Second rep off the chest, okay, but I'm thinking this third one, I'm going to need to crane to get this up, and you can tell that does not want to go up, and ultimately Mr. Hobbs does have to jump in and help me out. But we almost got it.
Ben's going out in a 75 kg here, just going to have a big push with it, get his form right. Oh, nice and easy there, look. Yep, 1 more in the tank, easy. Yep, excellent work, mate, excellent work.
So next up we had some heavy close grip lat pull downs, and I love this exercise just to get some volume really into the back, the lats and the shoulders and the biceps after taking such a long amount of time off. We then finished off with some pull-ups. We did as many pull-ups as possible. You didn't see many of the sets of the pull downs, but I did 3 lots of 12 at 100 kg, and it was a big struggle. We then did maximum pull-ups afterwards. You see here, Ben gets 7 and I get 11. Obviously our numbers are both very much down after bench pressing and doing heavy pull downs, which you'd expect. However, my best pull-ups max reps is close to 30, and I managed 11 here, as you're going to see, which just shows how quickly you can lose your adaptions if you take time off, so how quickly you can detrain, but also the effect that training has on you and how much more fatigued you can be towards the end of a set. But here we are again. I'm procrastinating doing my first rep, but we're going to get into it very, very shortly, and you're going to see me get a massive shock, because never have pull-ups been so hard. This felt like all my muscles were full of cement. But at Metcalf training, we're tough. We never give up. We fight through everything. We fight through adversity, and we always show grit. And that's what I'm doing here for 11 reps. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have returned to the current iteration of Metcalf Manor after a very good day of training, actually. A very tough day of training, but that's expected at this point. It's early on in the cycle, but I'm going to keep fighting through. I'm going to expect a lot of DOMs tomorrow, but that's just part of the fun. And hopefully, fingers crossed, touch wood, as the cycle progresses, the DOMs will become less. But only time will tell us that. Thank you very much for watching. Go check out Metcalf Train on Instagram. We do bespoke, one-of-a-kind training and nutrition plans, which you can't find anywhere else for the price. Go over there, check that out, because your journey towards your dream body begins today. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.